Damn, Coach Time ran up on me. I ain't even catch it. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, brother? Are you available to talk right now? You want me to call you back in a little bit?
Yeah, no, we good. We good. We good. I just didn't realize what time it was. We straight.
All right, for sure, man. But listen, man, before I make the introduction, we got B Norman Senior on the phone right now. Let's give him the
What up? What up? What up? What up?
one of the most hated men in boxing right now. I can promise you that. Let's give him a round of applause.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Hey, hey. Hey, listen, let's talk about the elephant in the room that I've been talking about since I even came on this show. Why am I the most hated motherfucker in boxing? Why am I one of the most hated right now? Why?
Because
do you know why?
Why? Go ahead.
No, do you know why I'm asking?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. The fans feel like you talking too much. They want you to shut up, be quiet, humble yourself. You get what I'm saying? And you're talking about one of boxing's in America's favorite fighter, Jerron Boots Ennis, and you need to stay in your place, keep your mouth closed, and do like they tell you. And they feel like you're doing too much. You starting they starting to look at you like how they look at Bill Haney. They feel like you're doing too much. You all in the videos. They say you want to be like Diddy, and that's what it is. The people, it is what it is.
So that's what it is. Well, let me break it back down for all the rest of that. Like I said, I'm gonna take it back down to the very beginning. They hate me because I said my son will. You was right about what you said, but you got to break it down first before the rest of that shit. It's a lot lesser than the rest of the shit you said. Yeah. They hate me because I said my son will beat the motherfucker they thought was the second coming of Roy Jones. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. It ain't about nothing I said. It ain't about nothing I did. They ultimately hate me, and they hated me from the start when I came out. And I said, yeah, my son could beat him. Oh, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This nigga crazy. This nigga cap. This nigga lying. This nigga, you can't believe shit that nigga say. Well, look. I say I'm gonna be one of his coaches, his fake ass coaches. That's with Greg Hackett, and I'm gonna show y'all I ain't playing, and I'm gonna show you I am what I say. I do it and shut them niggas up for a minute. That nigga come back, he have a goddamn solid ass performance. But these niggas come out the woodwork. Oh, nigga, I bet you won't, nigga. And it started all over again. But I think a lot of these niggas had an orgasm that night.
Hey, hold on. And they said that they mad at you because they felt like you duck boots. They say, look, man, if people offer you $1.7 million, you making $50. You making $55, $100,000, this and that. They offer you, and you duck the smoke.
Well, that's known bullshit that I didn't duck shit. That's known bullshit anyway. Like no matter why you want to call it the duck shit, they offered us $750,000. We countered with an offer. They came back. We countered with another offer. We came back. We went down on our offer. They came back with another offer. Not to mention the fight was already dead before the open negotiations began. The fight was already dead. That's first of all. Then not to mention my son, even if we would have agreed to whatever they chose to give us, we wouldn't have been able to get the money anyway because my son couldn't fight on November the 9th because he couldn't fight on November the 8th because of the same reason. So no matter what, that situation is dead. What it is they got people believing that this was been going on. They're tripping me out. And these niggas go dark when I ask them. That could have been you last night. That could have been your son. You could have made when? Well, when they offer their money? When they come to us and say they wanted to fight us on April or whatever, when they say that? Ain't nobody came to us and said shit about none of that. So as for the fight last year, the fight was dead when it started. That's first of all. The fight, even if we had took whatever they say you should have took what they gave you. Fuck y'all. I don't take what no nigga give me. And I know you don't either, coach. You don't give a fuck who it is, right? I hear you all the time. I listen to you, nigga. You don't give a fuck who it is. You can give a fuck how famous they is. You ain't finna kick their ass and suck that dick. Am I wrong?
No, I ain't doing none of that.
So. You ain't with none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But these pussy-ass niggas, those niggas don't know what real man is. They feel like you got to bow down to these niggas. You feel what I'm saying? We don't bow. Hey, real men don't bow down to nobody. I get it. It's mostly, and I notice it's most of these young niggas that feel that way. Real men don't bow down to other niggas and take what nobody give you. You feel what I'm saying? You got to take it on your own terms. You feel me?
All right, so I got a list of questions here. I got a list of questions. I don't have many,
sir.
but
Yes, sir. Yes,
but I got to
sir.
get to them.
Yeah, we can have I'm out every last one of them. Let's get it.
There's something that you said a while ago when you was on the show last time. You spoke about Cameron Duncan, and you said, because I said, man, well, Boots got 30-something fights. He's 34-0 now, and 20-something knockouts. And he was like, yeah, man, the way Cameron Duncan built them and built me is, as well. When you first get in the game, you're gonna fight a bunch of cans. So Cameron Duncan kept feeding them cans in the beginning and stuff like that.
Right.
That was confirmed. I confirmed that. Well, I knew you wasn't lying because that is what Cameron Duncan does. But
I don't lie.
But I spoke to someone on that side of the street. I'll say that. And
Tim Bradley know that.
Yeah, and they said the same thing. They said, Cameron Duncan had Tim Bradley as well, right?
Yeah, Tim Bradley. Yeah. Tim Bradley know. Everybody know.
No, they said
everybody know what the niggas that don't want to know. Everybody knows what the niggas that don't want to know. That's it.
Yeah, in the beginning. So who is Cameron Duncan? For those who don't know,
Cameron Duncan is he's a legendary. You know what I'm saying? He passed away. He's a legendary. Even though we ended on I ain't gonna call it a bad note, but it just was what it was. But Cameron Duncan is a legendary manager / promoter, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Trying to dip and dodge and get in his Al Heyman bag. You feel what I'm saying? But that's what he was. He had a lot of people. He had Kelly Pavlik. He had Brandon Rios. He had what's my boy? Nonito Donaire. He had Tim Bradley. He had Mark Too Sharp Johnson taking it back. But he had a lot of people, man. He had a lot. Michael Garcia. Man, Terrence Crawford, the favorite fighter. But he had Boots Ennis. He had Brandon Lee most recently. He had a lot of people. So his three when we came in the game, his three that shot to the top. So y'all check this out to show you what my son was worth. His three that he was trying to push mainly was Jerron Ennis. This level of importance. It was Jerron Ennis first. It was because he was already ahead. He was already started. Already had 20-something fights when we got in the game. It was Brandon Lee next, and it was Brian Norman next. We was all in line. We was all fucking with Showtime. We was all fucking with Showtime Showbox. Everything was good till my son beat up Tank Davis. So till my son beat up Tank Davis, I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. I don't give a fuck. There I go, goddamn.
There you go. Now you finna get the Tank fans riled up, man. Goddamn. Boy, listen. Boy, hey. You got to be built for this shit here, boy. They coming for your job.
I'm built for it, baby. I'm built for every last bit of it. I was just on the phone with the manager telling him that I'm built for this shit. You feel like listen, as much as I've done for my kids and for my son and for my grandkids or whatever else, I still get a certain amount of something from my kids. And I have to check these niggas and get them to understand. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? So if I get it from my own kids and I've done nothing but great things for them and got them where they are in life and, help them and because I did it by myself, like, you know what I'm saying? But they respect it. You think I give a fuck about what a nigga I don't know say, bro? Come on, these people don't pay my bills. I'm not worried about them. I don't care. I don't give one fuck. I don't give half a fuck.
Do you feel by like you do a lot of interviews? I've seen you everywhere. Me
yeah, I'm everywhere, man.
Do you feel about some
goddamn on billboards and shit? Yeah.
Hey, do you feel that by you doing all these interviews, it's helping building your son's profile?
Absolutely. Again, my son talk how he talk. He got a certain temperament. He was raised a certain way. He didn't come up the way I came up. He came up the way I raised him. I raised him as a warrior. I raised him as a respectful man. I raised him as I raised him as the man that he is, and I'm very proud of the man that he is. And it's one of them things how you tell your kid to do one thing, but you be doing another thing. That kind of shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I raised him the right way, but I kept my bullshit that I already knew. So you feel me? That's what we at right now.
I told you we already spoke earlier. Some fans looking at your son as a duck. They saying he ducked and all that stuff. There, he's off for more.
Oh well, we don't been on
that path already.
Yeah, we're not even worried about that path right now because again, I done text. Let me tell you the people I done called and text. I done text his daddy. I done text his brother. I told Greg on YSM who said he gonna tell Eddie. I done told everybody, nigga, your next fight don't need to be against nobody else but Brian Norman Jr. If you come out Talking about a Terrence Crawford, talking about a goddamn anybody else, you's a bitch. I done said that. So you talking about a duck, nigga, the notice out. The notice is out, nigga. The referendum is up, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? You done already said on live that you paid Stanionis, you took a pay cut to pay Stanionis. You already did that. We not asking for no $5 million. We ain't asking for no $4 million. We ain't gonna negotiate on here. We ain't asking for none of that. All we want is the motherfucking smoke. So don't think we finna outprice ourselves. Don't think, nope. All we want is the motherfucking smoke. Bring that shit back this way, and you're gonna get your ass whooped. I done already put a referendum out. That shit is personal now. Because they spinning shit. They spinning shit, and I don't like how they spinning shit. Especially Bose. I respect Bose more than that.
I was looking at the post-fight interview, and I mentioned this to you before, but Bose Ennis was saying that him and Boots are saying that you guys are clout chasing, you using his name to build your profile. This is something that fans felt that that Boots was doing when he was over there on that side of the fence. Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's amazing that now they're saying the same thing he was accused of doing. They're accusing you of. Do you feel that you are using your sons? You and your son are using, Boots Ennis' name in order to build your profile?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Why
you got something, but that, I'm gonna tell you, you got some people that don't even know what the fuck going on. I got niggas posted. You've been saying his name for 2 years. Well, goddamn, ain't that some shit? I've been saying his name for 2 years when this shit ain't been going on for nothing but like August or late August, September last year. But I've been saying his name for 2 years and I ain't fought him yet. That's what they say. So the thing is, this is how we're not and why we're not. We never said his name first. We never did none of that. We said we wanted for undisputed because we had already spoke up. We had already spoke to Bosey privately. Bosey never put that out there for whatever reason, but I guess he knew better. I guess he already knew better. You know what I'm saying? I guess it was even nothing for him to say because nobody was asking him. They was asking us, but not him. So they asked us what we want to do. They asked us, how we want to do. My son even gave a look. I mean, I said, I guess we can look at it like, who's going to be the final boss. You might have heard that interview where, we can fight this person, that person. We'll deal with him last. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the best at, the best one out of the ones in 147 right now. And that's what my son said that. Look, you called him the boss and everything. No, nigga. We were just saying he's better than all these people. And my son was a video gamer. He was just giving you an example or a metaphor. He's giving you a metaphor to give you, the way it was working. But not to mention we had already spoke to Bosey about this shit. That shit was agreed upon. That we was gonna fight for undisputed. It was agreed upon. Boots didn't get the motherfucking memo. They offered the fight Sunday, $750. We counter offered immediately on Sunday. I said, I'm going to call Bosey. Told his manager, I'm going to call Bosey. And I'm going to talk to him and I'm going to tell him what's going on because I had nothing but respect. So I said, hey, man, look, man, they offered us this, they offered us that, whatever, but I respect it. They're like, what? Man, I don't worry about what they talking about. They don't know that. Ain't nobody said nothing to me. Ain't nobody told me. Simple as that. That's how it went. Simple as that. That's why I say I'm confused about the integrity. I'm like, damn, bro, you ain't gonna goddamn talk about none of that shit. But again, I see what it is, and I'm with what it is, and that's why it's personal. That's why it's personal because they making it personal because they lying. Like, nigga, at least tell the truth about what actually happened. But hey, ain't no more talking about that. Fuck the past. We want that smoke. We told them next fight. Next fight didn't be against us.
So I take it that you don't feel like that you're doing too much. Some people feel like I spoke to some people today. I'm not gonna say no names, but they feel like I'm hearing that hey man, look man, this is the thing you're doing too much. You need to chill out. You did say that your son did ask you that, hey look, Dad, I don't know exactly what exact words.
Yeah, and he's still on that. He's still on that. No, he was talking to my Boots, and he's still on that. And I'm with him. I'm that's my point. It's his career, and I'm gonna respect what he said. I'm gonna respect what he do, whatever else. But I'm still gonna get my part out. You ain't gonna run around telling them motherfucking lies on me without. I defend mine. You feel what I'm saying? And I defend the truth. And it's not hard. No, I'm real tell you, it's not hard to defend the truth. Yeah. That shit ain't hard to defend. Everything I say make 1,000% sense. They just don't want to hear my goddamn sense. That's all that is. You feel what I'm saying? So I told him I told him I'm gonna do this shit for a couple more days. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. I done put the motherfucking notice out to Bosey. I put the notice out to his older brother Derek Ennis. I done put the notice out to Greg Hackett, who said he gonna call Eddie. I done put the notice out to everything. Boots better not fight nobody else but my motherfucking son, or you a motherfucking bitch. There's nothing else to talk about. So then we gonna see who ducking. We put it out there. Like I said, I told them before this last fight. I said, bro, we got a fight lined up. They kept saying, what is he gonna do? All the YouTubers, what is he gonna do? What's next for Boost? What's this? What's that? He's looking to fight in the spring. We was like, look, bro, look, you ain't got to do that. We got to fight. We got to take care of from last year because we contracted to do that. After that fight, we can make it for late May, early June. I'll put that out there back then. This is not a motherfucking duck, nigga. We standing right here for the smoke. Bring it to us. Shut me the fuck up, please. Ain't nobody coming this way. Ain't nobody calling this way. Ain't nobody talking this way. After his interview, after my son's interview, whoever win this fight, I'm right here. That's what he said, verbatim. I'm right here. What's up? I want the winner of that fight. The winner of that fight said, well, I'm going to go talk to my team. I'm going to go on vacation. I might go to this party right now. I'm going to this club right now. I'm going to see what my team say. I'm going to talk to my pops. No, nigga, fuck that. My son said immediately after that fight, nigga, I want the winner. The winner said, I'm going to see what I want. That's what the winner said. But who the Ducks, though? Who the Ducks? Not the nigga that said he want that nigga who won. The nigga who said he going to think about it. The nigga who said he got to see what's the best decision. But we the Ducks, though. That's only in y'all mind.
Do you feel that the situation with your son and Boots from a optic standpoint, from Boots is the guy that's popular, loved by a certain segment of boxing fans.
Oh, yeah. You mean the Northeast and the urbanators, the Earthies and the urbanators, the ones I don't really give a fuck about. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently they're not using their brain. But go ahead.
Yeah. So do you feel? To me, this feels like Crawford and Spence.
Right.
Not from a wrong side of the street standpoint, but this time, you guys were negotiating,
absolutely,
all that stuff there. But I'm saying from a good guy, bad guy standpoint, this guy's love, absolutely. The other guy's hate. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
It always got to be an enemy. Yeah.
But it appears that I don't want to say they hate your son. I think it's you. They hate you. Me. Yeah, they hate you, but your son has your name. You represent your son, so it's kind of like it's a package deal.
Yeah.
But so you're going to get your point across for the next day or so, and then you're going to take your son's advice and
I'm gonna let that shit go. Yeah. But check this out right here, because we ain't finna chase that nigga. We already told him. We done already put it out there. We done already put the word out there directly to the motherfuckers that matter. I text Bozy. I text Bozy before the fight. I text Bozy after the fight. I told that nigga, quit talking that shit. Bring us that motherfucking fight. You talking about we don't want to fight. Look, Eddie said verbatim, I talked to Bob. You heard that, right?
Yeah, he said that.
I talked to Bob. Bob they want to make the fight. They want to make the fight. What is that saying? That they want to make the fight. Guess what fans are hearing? They don't want to fight. They want to make the fight. So y'all think we capping to Bob too? No, nigga. We want to make the fight. We want to make the fight. If they say they want to make the fight, and then them niggas come back and ask them, right after Eddie said that, I listen to words and I listen to how it comes out and I listen to what's going on. Mm-hmm. Right after Eddie said that, they asked Bozy and Boost about it. They don't want to fight. The nigga, your promoter just said they want to make the fight. You ain't listening.
No, I thought Eddie said something. Well, you know what? No, I'm thinking about another time. Eddie said something about.
Go back.
Eddie said something. He want Boost to fight Terrence Crawford. I'm like, oh, why you?
Yeah, he did. He said it. He said it before the fight. He said it before the fight. He did say that. But he also said he talked to Bob. They want to make the fight. Yeah, Eddie said before the fight I think it was after the fight. He said that Terrence Crawford was next. He wanted to fight Terrence Crawford next. Now, back to what you just said about Terrence Crawford and about the Clout chase and shit. Yeah. When they was talking about, and that wasn't Boost's fault, just like this is not our fault being attacked. Like Boost's name came up because of Terrence Crawford. That's first of all. His name came up because of Terrence Crawford and him, and people referring to him and Terrence Crawford. People, saying that he was the next, because he's a switch hitter, switch puncher, whatever we want to call it. So his name came up off of Terrence Crawford, period. He had zero problem in the world when people asked him about Terrence Crawford. In the interviews, he had no problem speaking on that situation. He had no problem saying, yeah, I'll fight him. He had no problem saying, I'm the best in the world. I beat him. I beat anybody. I want all of them. I want Spence. I want Crawford. I want Thurman. I want goddamn Ugas. He had no problem saying all those people's names, right? But when it came back around 360 and they asked us, what about drawing in? Because he's directly a champion. We are champions, people. I know y'all hate it. That shit burned on it. It burned. I know. We are champions. We are direct champions. 1 of 3 now. 1 of 3 champions. He says he won't undispute it. It's only obvious you're going to ask the question, what about this particular champion? Barrios ain't nowhere saying shit.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Stanionis ain't never said shit. Stanionis ain't never said shit. Yeah. Well, guess who over here telling you, nigga, we want that work? But that's clout chasing. How is that clout chasing when we want that work? How is it clout chasing? Ain't no trying to look. Why don't you call the bluff? Why are they afraid to call the bluff? Why are the fans not seeing that they refuse to call the bluff? Why are they not? Why? How hard is it? Because it's just a phone call and paperwork. How hard is it to call Bob and say, all right, we want to do this on this day, this time, whatever, and let's goddamn expose these niggas as full-fledged dust right there and prove these niggas don't want to fight. How hard is that to do?
Eddie did. You know what? I think Eddie did say Boot's next fight is going to be in Philly. Yeah. And I know how you feel about that Philly situation.
No, we cool. Fuck that. Don't care. Don't care no more. It's personal.
All right.
Don't care about none of that no more.
All right, cool.
Don't matter.
So you don't mind going to Philly to fight him?
Do not matter.
Okay,
do not
cool.
matter.
All right.
I told a couple people I did it right after. My son changed that. So people heard me. If somebody, people inboxing me, telling me next fight, that I agree with some bullshit. They need to promote the man elsewhere, do bigger things or whatever, but that's fine. We used to enemy territory. We cool. Philly is fine.
Yeah, that's all. I know you was getting death threats. I know you was getting death threats from Philly. So
I don't give a fuck. I don't care no more.
Just up your insurance policy. You know, them niggas in Philly.
Nah, I don't. I'm not studying none of them niggas. I'm not studying nothing. Look, you see, look. I stood up to his brother. All them Philly niggas. It was Philly niggas at the way in my fight. If y'all saw the line, I got in his brother's face when his brother was trying to play hard. I got in his brother's face. I then got in his whole team face. Them niggas didn't do that right then. I'm not worried about nobody else. I'm not worried about these crazy, these lunatics. Hey, look, man, I believe in God, bro. It wasn't supposed to happen, it's gonna happen. If I'm supposed to go out by a nigga man fan and another nigga, then I'm gonna go out by a nigga man fan and another nigga. You feel what I'm saying? I've done a lot of great things in my life. Hey, look, I've done a lot of great things in my life that can't be undone. Yeah. I'm cool with that. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of none of the shit they're gonna bring to me. None of it. At
the end of the day, what you just said about the man fan and the dude's man fan over another nigga, that shit goes on.
That's what it is. That's all it is. But this shit is ridiculous. You can't even say I want to fight the nigga or I will beat the nigga without a nigga. Oh, nigga, go look at the comment. If you catch a B Norman fan and he say, shit, B, I'll knock him out. Nigga, you stupid, nigga. Like, but that's not even that. Like, that's an opinion. Yeah, me telling me that he a beast, that's an opinion. Yeah, you ain't got to motherfucking rag that nigga about his opinion.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing though. Like what I noticed in this boxing shit. The popular opinion is the guy who is the most favorite guy. So you always going to get that pushback. Again, that's why I say you Boots, Norman Jr. and Boots. It reminds me so much of Crawford and Spence all over again because one guy was viciously hated by mainstream media and YouTube channels, independent media outlets. And now they call him the best fighter in the world. And one guy was really, really loved by the people. You couldn't say nothing about him. And I feel like the y'all roles is the same shit all over again. Outside of the Al Heyman and the Contractual stuff. But let me ask you this. What is your opinion on Eddie Hearn? How do you feel about Eddie Hearn?
He a liar. He full-fledged contradicted himself, but of course people don't stand to try. They want to hear me for every word I say and use every word I say like Cap. But when this nigga can do a whole interview about one thing and lie and come back and do it about it and say something totally different, and now he's not lying. So remember at the end, it's like a motherfucker. Remember at the end of the negotiations, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I'm on YouTube and that's another reason why I don't give a fuck about these. I'm not saying I'm not dissing your channel, down on your channel. It's just YouTube. Yeah, it's a YouTube community, period. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with my fans. I appreciate all y'all, John Paul, Ham, G5, Foodie, all y'all, Straight Love, Superman, whoever the fuck I love. And I appreciate all y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave nobody out. Jace, oh yeah, I appreciate y'all. I watch y'all all the time. I ain't seen you today.
I mean,
So anyway,
what's understood? What's understood don't need to be explained. I give it to you.
What's understood don't need to be. Okay, so cool. So fast forward. Remember, I'm on the little YouTube channels saying what I'm saying simultaneously with Eddie going out with his big ass microphone reaching millions of people, saying we're still asking for the fight. This is after the last negotiation. He said we're still asking for the fight. He said we're still asking for the fight. They know it's too late. They realize they messed up. I think we could probably make it work. But now you're saying that we dug for X amount. Well, I don't get it. Make it make sense. You just said we're still asking for the fight. That was right after the shit hit. After they left negotiations, we never left the table. That's first of all. So we ain't never ducked shit. We came down a few hundred. I can't think it was $800,000. We came down like up to $800,000 off of what we said. That's what negotiations are. You say this number, we say this number. You say this number, we say this. That's what it is, and we see can we meet. You feel what I'm saying? That's all it is. You feel me? But I'd be damned if you gonna goddamn. You gonna have. I'm over here on my road doing what I'm doing, minding my motherfucking business. I'd be damned if you gonna snatch me off my road, put me on your road in hostile territory, and tell me what you gonna pay me. And I say, nah, I want this. And you say, no, nigga, you ain't work for this. Guess what I'm doing, nigga? I'm going back over here, nigga, fuck you. Out of respect, I'm going to say that. I don't give a fuck what's going on. That's what I'm going to say, out of respect. See, these people are fucking do-boys. They're not, like I said, man, this shit is crazy. These people are do-boys.
I know you from the South, but that's Georgia, Florida word right there. You're a do-boy.
You're a do-boy. They some do-boys. You know how you know what a do-boy is, a low-ass nigga. Run to the store, give me some goddamn blah, blah, blah. That's what you is, motherfucker. They some do-boys. You feel what I'm saying? They some do-boys. You got the nigga, look, you got the nigga that's giving the orders. Watch this. You got the nigga that's giving the orders, and you got the nigga that's receiving the orders. We ain't receiving no motherfucking orders from no nigga we don't even know. We ain't receiving the order that we ain't got no affiliation with. That we trying to help this nigga out. And we trying to help him out of the Karen fight. That's what we were trying to do. We know you need us to get you out of the Karen fight. And come to find out that was bullshit anyway, because the Karen fight was already ordered.
So you feel
you need us, nigga. We don't need you. You do need that $1 million, nigga. Guess what? Y'all ain't gonna never make the amount of money. Guess what? Nigga, that offer is on the table. The offer is on the table now. The money you talking about is now back on the table after 8 motherfucking minutes of work. So the do-boys who talking that shit, stay your ass where you at and watch us fucking work. They gonna be mad when we get that money. If we fuck around and get that money, they gonna be mad. What you gonna say then? What Eddie gonna say then about $100,000? Think my son minimum is more than double that number. More than double that number. That means the minimum that he gets paid is more than $200,000. Period.
So why is Eddie Hearn? Why is Eddie Hearn? Because I heard Boo saying that as well. You made $100,000 his last fight. So why are they saying that if it's not true? Why is Eddie Hearn saying that?
Because they know they know the fans gonna believe it. And that's why I'm saying it's personal too. They know better. I specifically, just like I was detailed. I don't know if you were following me or we was I know we wasn't at the time when the negotiations was going on, but I was every single day I was making updates. I was giving updates on the negotiations.
No, I remember that. Yeah,
okay, good. So okay, good. So I was giving negotiations on update. Updates on the negotiations. I was telling, hey, look, we done put this out there. I don't know what's taking so long. We waiting on them. It's been like 7 days. I don't know what's going on. Like they was on a time that we already knew that they only had a certain amount of time for the camp. We didn't know it was already up though. So we knew that, okay, nigga, you can't hurry to make a decision because the Karen fight is looming. You feel me? So to me, I think being that finding out that the Karen fight was ordered August the 18th, and no matter what, the fight couldn't happen between my son, to me, they was looking for exactly what they got, a way to spin this whole thing on us. They was looking for a scapegoat. They never called Stanionis a duck. When they offered Stanionis, they offered Stanionis a $1.5 million, the first offer. He never even entertained it. They offered Barrios $2 million the first time. He never even entertained it. Never even got back with him. Ask me how I know this? Because we know people. Because people know people. Managers know managers. They speak amongst each other.
No,
we ended up getting. I
learned that too. Someone told me that as well.
Exactly. So we got a contact with Stanionis. What did Stanionis get paid this time? More than they offered us. You see what I'm saying? People, but they don't want to hear that. And that's no. Right now, you got people listening with hate in their ears and eyes. They don't give a fuck what you say, what you do. You can show them a motherfucking mess. You can show them a video of the nigga saying it, and they still won't believe it. You feel what I'm saying? Well, that's just how much hate they got in their heart. That's it.
Well, you got to understand, like, the Mario Barrios, as I told you before, the Mario Barrios situation. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm hearing that you guys may have a date in June. Do you know?
We looking to fight. We're looking to fight in June. Again, that's what I'm saying. Do you ask what's next? We're looking to fight in June. Yeah. Because again, just like I said, we on our road doing what we doing. This nigga don't know what the fuck he doing. We trying to fight him next. Apparently, he ain't gonna fight in June. Eddie said something about September. That's plenty of time from June. Yeah. I told his brother. I told his dad. I texted him. Text his brother. Text his daddy. Told Greg Hackett punk ass last night. Tell them niggas we don't want to hear shit. We don't want to hear nothing. If you ain't calling out Brian on me, if you ain't sending no offer this way or whatever, and possibly, after we keep doing what we're doing, possibly, hopefully, by September, we'll be done made enough noise to where we could do it on the other end, because that would be more likely. That would be not likely, I'm sorry. That would be more suitable for us. I would love to have a co-promotion. I have spoke to, I can't speak to nobody because I ain't nobody when it comes to that, but I have voiced it. And I've heard some things back or whatever, but I can't say, well, who's going to do about what? You know what I'm saying? But if you show, my son still got to show what he worth. So if he show what he worth, in June, and he do it in devastating fashion again, maybe these motherfuckers will wake up and they actually see that he a bad motherfucker like we say he is, and it ain't no fluke, ain't none of this shit a game. He gonna start knocking down shit. That just is what it is. And I want y'all people who think shit sweet, I want y'all to remember something. I want y'all to think about something. A volume puncher is a power puncher's greatest gift. A volume puncher, a nigga throwing a lot of punches, is a power puncher's greatest fucking gift. The nigga going to sleep.
I'm watching this. What did you think about standing on this performance? I remember you was on here Friday. Him out. I mean, he was on here Friday, and I told you, I said, look, man, this dude standing on the style is tailor made for Boots saying this. Yeah. I said, Boots gonna stop this dude. I said, I don't see him knocking him out, but I see it being a TKO stoppage. I didn't predict that Stanley was gonna quit. He ended up quitting on the stool. Right. So you said you betted $400 on him. You said that the over and under looked too good. And I do you remember what I told you? I said, man, why you did that? You wasting your money.
I'm a plus guy better. That's what I do. I had some money, and look, I still got money in my bookings in my shit from I still got money in a couple of bets when I won on B. I won $50,000, bro. So I got money. That shit be hard to get. So a lot of people, so y'all know, that shit be hard to recoup sometimes. They don't be want to give you your motherfucking money. They want to charge you fees. And I know you done dealt with someone. I don't know, you in Florida, so you can't do shit either. Yeah. So if you ever bet on my bookie, or you ever bet online and Bet US, all that shit, I got money in all that shit. If you ever bet on them, they want to charge you to get it out. You can only get $1,000 out at a time, or you get $1,000 out at a time. You got to pay a fee. There's some hoes for that shit. Yeah, so I need to be in the DraftKings state. So bottom line is, I was playing with the house money. You feel me? Yeah, because I'm like, it ain't my money, my nigga, house money.
Well, if you wanted to make money on that Boots fight, you probably should have just betted on which round you think Boots gonna stop him in, or something of that sort.
I honestly didn't think he was gonna stop him. It was the body shots. Somebody said something last night that made sense. I think it was Greg Hackett punk ass. Somebody said something. He said something last night that made sense. Maybe he had his baby on his mind. Maybe that shit really did get to him. Maybe it made him soft spot, hurry him get home. He don't want to, get down, because it was gonna get ugly no matter what. The fight was about to get ugly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Those body shots was really, really doing damage. He had no answers. He had no answers for the footwork. He had no answer for what was going on in the ring.
Yeah, he looked lost. He looked lost in the ring.
Lost. Yeah, he had no answer.
He did land some shots, but the thing is, Stanley Holmes he doesn't throw a lot of punches.
He don't even throw a lot of punches. Right, I said that.
He go through 1-2 shots at a time. Right. And then once he get in there, he'll swarm you and then put his punches together. And what I did like about what Boots was doing, he was measuring. He was throwing a lot of probing jabs in the beginning, measuring that distance, measuring that range, and then he'll notice when I probe the jab, he'll ball up. throw the jab again, he'll ball up. So he was setting him up the whole time. Then he started going around the guard, the elbow, you know, hitting him in the body.
For the body. The body shot what did it.
Then he was shooting the hard jab, straight jab to the body, the solar place in the middle.
Right.
So I was like, man, the way he set it up, bro, I was like, again, I'd never seen anything special about standing honors. The guy only had 15 fights. So
you're right. You're right. What I said still came true, and what I said was the pressure is gonna make him kind of fight Boots, fight him off or keep him off. That's what I was saying. What I mean by if a guy give you a lot of pressure, you tend to throw more punches than you throw. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're pretty much just trying to fight him off. Because he wasn't penetrating the guard the whole time, like you said. He was going around the guard. He wasn't even getting. He wasn't even getting between the guards. So as he was punching and punching forward, and Stanley was coming right at him until he caught an angle and go around him or whatever, which was not hard to do. You know what I'm saying? He was making him punch, and that's what I foreseen. Again, I kept saying I watched Stanionis. He didn't throw a lot of punches. He didn't hit that hard. I said, I don't know if he got respectable power for Boots to respect. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But my common sense told me that the volume of punches that Boots was going to throw, he was going to win. Period. I just didn't expect him to hit him to the body and do what he did to the body. And like I said, Stanionis was just stuck in mud, and then he ain't had no grit to him. Because he ain't had no grit to him. He at all. Like you could just see even what he was doing. Because it was another way. It was actually another way he really could have made it bad for Boots. What he could have did was really just got on his ass and roughed off and Marcos McDonald them and shit like that, or Ricardo Mayorga them. Like that's the easiest thing to do when you lost. Like niggas don't know. Yeah, niggas don't know boxing. Like it's not hard. When you got a boxer, this nigga moving around the ring, he using lateral movement. Fuck it, go to fight. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't got to box no more. Fight that nigga. Push him to the ropes. Push his ass around, and you keep him there. You bang on him. You beat on him. And you make it an ugly fight. All you trying to do is get the W. Especially if he hit you to the body like that and you finna get stopped. But again, I as a coach,
I did say that. I said the only chance he had to win this fight, he's gonna have to fight Boots. The only problem he got to fight him and pose his will on him. The only problem is he's not the bigger fighter. Boots is the bigger fighter, so it's gonna be very hard for him.
You ain't got it. Don't matter. That don't matter. That don't matter. When you got a lower, you short, motherfucker.
But he's the shorter fighter. I do. He's the sort of fighter. So you try to say he can use his lower level.
Yes. Because when you got the lower, come on, think about what you're saying. I am a fighter. I'm usually the shorter fighter. What you got? Listen, when you are a shorter fighter, they always think the height is different. No, when you are a shorter fighter, it's all about what you're trying to do. If he had caught him, if he had pressed him to the body. If you had to press him to the body, nothing but body shots, press him into, get down in his legs. We're talking about Stanionis. Stanionis get down in his legs, that means he's lower. That means Boots' legs are going to be higher. Boots is not going to be getting the power out of his legs that he got. That size ain't going to make a difference because the size ain't no more than fucking 10, 15 pounds. So what is 10, 15 pounds of leg weight? 10, 15 pounds of leg weight ain't shit. But again, that's just being a coach. That just means being a coach. What I would have told him in the end, even that last round, even when he was getting hurt, or even on the what's called, I said, bro, we ain't going out like this. Man, maul that nigga. Don't give him no room. Because you seen, wait. Let me say one thing. Remember when I told you Boots don't like to fight? What I was saying by he don't like to fight, he showed it again. He showed one time that he did fight him, but Stanionis wasn't throwing no punches. He don't like to fight. Notice when Stanionis did get closer, and when he was in there, he was grabbing him and holding him. And I kept saying that a long time ago. I said, when the fight break out and somebody get in his chest, he's going to grab and hold. He's not going to fight you inside. That's what I said. I've been saying that for a long time. He's not going to fight you inside. He has to be moving. He got to be using them long arms. He got to be flaring them motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? But if you press that nigga, the only chance was to press him and make it an ugly-ass fight. And to me, that would have been his best bet. And I think he could have made it ugly with two. I mean, he probably wouldn't have won a decision. But I mean, that's common sense as a coach. He had wild card GM in there. That's wild. He should have just mauled.
Okay. Well, I'm finna blow all that up. What you just said. Stanionis.
Blow that shit up.
So hear me out though. In order for Stanionis to be able to pull that off, he would have to have the footwork to be able to do that. Because even if the footwork. You got to have the footwork, the balance, in order to be able to pull off that swarming type of style. Boots is really good at pivoting. So when you got if he come in there and try that swarming style, whatever the case may be, I saw in that fight. Boots pivot, weak side, strong side, whatever. You get what I'm saying? Right. And then now it makes Stanionis turn around. They try to find Boots, and now Boots walking them in the shots. So
now let me blow that shot. Let me blow that shit up you just said. Did you not see Stanionis' back? Did you not see Boots hit the back? Did you not see Boots grab? Did you see his back hit the ropes a couple times? Yes or no? It's just simple. Yes or no?
Yeah. I saw that. I saw that. And he tied him up a couple times.
If you can do it, then you have arms. Your arms go left. Your arms go right. You keep him there. You beat on him. You wail on him. You do shit like that. You feel what I'm saying?
So why he didn't do
Boots keep. Nigga. You can ask me why the fuck he didn't do it. I'm not the fighter. I'm not the coach. I'm telling you where he should have did it at. That's all I'm telling you. I'm giving you the chances that he had to do it. I can't fight the fight for him. No, Boots fought an excellent fight. I'm not. First of all, see, man, it sounds like you trying to me discredit the win.
No. That's not it. I'm saying I'm watching the same fight you watching. I'm saying Boots, so Boots was ready for all of that. If he would have tried that, I'm pivoting.
He didn't try. He didn't try, so we don't know that. You might be right. You might be right. You might be wrong, but we won't know if he would have tried. He didn't try. Like I said. You seen Marcos Maidana do it to Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, but okay.
Marcos Maidana ain't got no fucking feet. He did it to Floyd Mayweather. You seen what's my man name? Ricardo Mayorga did that shit to Burning Forest. He ain't got no fucking feet. Man. These were the boxers they'd have done it to.
Yeah, but listen, you talking about Floyd Mayweather when he was older. Floyd wasn't using his legs as much, so he was letting.
Look. I'm not saying it would have worked, bro. I'm not saying that Boots wouldn't have been ready for it. See, you arguing something. Arguing something that we can't argue because I'm just telling you that was his only bet. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he would have won if he did it. I'm telling you that was his only bet to do it or to try to do it. That's what I'm saying.
I said, we in agreement with that. I said the same thing. Yeah. My thing is the reason why he couldn't do it or didn't do it because
he didn't even try.
Boots didn't allow him to do it. I'm looking at it. What was Boots doing? What was Boots doing that negated anything? Because listen, Bozy and Boots are not dumb. They know just like what you're saying. The only way he got to win this fight, he got to try to maul us and fighters. So we can move
on. We can move on from there because we just talking about ifs and you trying to baby on boxing knowledge, and I'm not even gonna do that. But
I'm not doing that. But I'm just saying. So let me ask you this. When is your son's contract up with Top Rank? Can you discuss that or no?
It was extended 2 years. Yeah, I can. It was extended 2 years. Let me see. Contract was initially 3 years, so that means extended to 5 years. It started in 2023, so that's 2028.
2028. Okay.
Yeah.
So. You fight
January 2028.
You might be fighting in June. So again, I don't know, and I know Boots is going to do his thing. Whoever's going to do it with. So
he said in September, and it need to be us. He said September, or they said late summer. It need to be us.
All right.
It don't need to be nobody else.
So let's say that would have happened. Let's say y'all work that out. Y'all fight in September, whenever. The potential June date that's dismissed. Then would that be dismissed at that time?
What are you talking about?
No.
They even talking about fight. Then I know it's not going to be dismissed.
It's not going to be dismissed. I'm not talking about Boots.
Not.
I'm not talking about Boots.
I'm telling you, no. Our date is not going. We're not going to wait on a nigga that's telling you he don't even know what he's going to do. No, we're not.
Okay.
We discussing shit right now.
No, but
he ain't said he want to fight us. He could have said that right then.
Yeah, but Eddie Hearn said in the post fight press conference.
But listen what you're saying, Coach, real quick, and they be tripping. Listen to what you're saying. You trying to make us some do boys too. Because you're trying to tell us, yes, you are. Wait.
You misunderstand what I'm saying, B. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you misunderstand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, Eddie Hearn said that him and Bob talking about trying to make this fight. He said Bob said this is a fight he want to make next. What I'm saying is, if Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn come to terms that you and Boots will fight in September sometimes, then if you guys can come to that agreement based on what Eddie Hearn is saying that Bob Arum wants to do,
then we still gonna fight in June.
Okay, all right, that's all I want to know. That's what I want.
Yeah, we still gonna fight in motherfucking June. We gonna get that. Come on, bro. Hey, guess what? Because we bringing what we got to bring to the motherfucking table, baby. Mm-hmm. We bringing another dominant performance. My boy, 24 years old. We gonna get some more work in. We still bringing it. That's a long time. No matter what happens in June, as long as he don't lose the title, no matter what happens in June, then we'll still be good for September. I don't give a fuck what happens. He get cut, whatever the fuck you want to happen, he good. We good for September. So now we want to negotiate that for September. If that's when he plan to come back, whenever he plan to come back, that's what it is. If we start to reach September, hold on 1 second, dog. My bad.
B, you see there? Y'all hold on. Look like he got me on hold. Shout out to Foodie. She said, "Oh Lord, calm down, B." Yeah, he was. Yeah, he didn't let me. He didn't let me finish. But shout out to Boston Conversation Radio. Salute, fam. Yeah, I just wanted to know.
I'm bad, coach. My bad. Yeah, but bottom line, and then we start to reach again. I said this last night. I'm gonna say it to you. Like I said, I'm gonna say a few more episodes or a few more interviews. Ready, willing. We're not waiting on no nigga. You wouldn't wait on a nigga either. No, if I would have told you today, if I would have told you that, like when I just put you on hold, hey man, don't talk till I come back. What you done did? You probably hung the phone up on me.
I wouldn't hung up.
You know, you talk. What the fuck put that nigga up there?
I wouldn't hung up on you. I wouldn't.
But you know, I'm just talking. She has to give me an example though. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't want to put that. Fuck, I like waiting on you, nigga. Fuck, I look like a grown ass nigga. Ain't nobody been waiting on this nigga. But listen, so if it comes and we start to get up in, let's say we fight in June, but my son a world champion, so he's not gonna fight that many times, period. So he fought once, twice. Hopefully he can get a third one. Especially if we can get that, we definitely can get a third one. So if we got to fight again towards the end, and it'll probably be after September. So I don't see why we can't fight, period, no matter what. If that nigga fight anybody else in September, he a motherfucking duck. I done told everybody. That needed to know. I done said it to everybody. This my microphone ain't got to be my thing. I said it to the direct sources. I said that shit to Bozy, the daddy. I said that shit to the brother. And I said that shit to Greg Hackett punk ass that said he gonna tell Eddie Hearn directly. You don't get no more direct than that. Fuck my microphone. Fuck who hear me and don't hear me. Because a lot of niggas don't be hearing what I be saying. They don't hear my interviews. You never said yes the fuck I have. Just because you ain't heard the interview where I said it at, don't mean I ain't said it. You feel what I'm saying? So it ain't no excuses no more. Ain't no excuses they didn't know. We told them they could have waited. We told them we will fight you next. This fight that he just had should have been us. We told them we'll fight him. See, that's where they got it mixed up at. People thinking that they offered us the fight. No, nigga, we asked them for the fight.
All right, so you say they could have waited.
Yeah. But I understand the wait. He had a great fight. He had a great fight lineup with Stanionis. When that fight came out, I said then, because I was like, nigga, you know, I was pretty much on the same shit. But I was like, nigga, you fight Stanionis, like, that's a good fight. That's a unification bout. You can't argue with that. There's nothing you can say about that. That's a good fight. He fought for Ring Magazine. That was a great fight. So you can't argue with that.
All right, so okay, cause what I was gonna say is he ain't gonna wait on no nigga. You know, just like you said, you ain't gonna wait on
right.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so now I know your son probably back. Like you said, he didn't suffer any damage or anything. He's probably training on the next opponent, whoever that may be.
We read it, baby.
Do you plan on falling back? Because I've been hearing some crazy stuff, man. I've been hearing some crazy stuff, man. People want you to fall back, man. They want you to fall back on your side. On your side of the street.
I told you I was gonna. Well, I don't give a fuck what they say on my side of the street, but I told you I was gonna fall back. I told you I had a couple more days. I told you I was gonna fall back. No, to believe it or not, this shit takes from, like, what I'm doing right now. I'm walking around the parking lot at the gas station. I was minding my business. I was handling business. I forgot what time it was. So as of right now, I'm on this motherfucker doing this right now. So this is going to take up however long we're going to build this motherfucker, which I don't mind. Yeah. But you got to think, interview after interview. We cool. I'm just saying, though, I'm a businessman. You feel what I'm saying? My time is literally money. You heard my phone beeping in or no. I just ignored like 5 phone calls. My phone calls me money. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? That's why I just took that. Yeah. My phone calls are money. You know what I mean? I don't mind doing it though, but I'm gonna set this part straight because I'm gonna make my money. I ain't worried about none of that shit. You feel me? So like I said, I got a couple of more days of doing this because what it does to me was it makes me miss money. It gets me unfocused. It do a lot of things to me too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lay off even watching some of the social media, even commenting. Because I did that before. I ain't going to respond to these dumbass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because I realize they're dumbass niggas. I might have told you this before. I remember one time, bro, they really just did it for me. I seen a nigga in the comment saying it was about Andre Ward. This nigga said, Andre Ward ain't no motherfucking Hall of Famer. He ain't did shit. I said, oh, God, these niggas don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that told me everything I need to know right there. You can't, come on, bro. You can't do it to Andre Ward.
So social media is about, it's a passionate, you know, in boxing it's very passionate, but it's a bunch of emotional men who have, they have emotional attachments.
Pipe dreams.
They have emotional attachments to these fighters, and I explained to a lot of people in my chat. I say, look, a lot of these male fighters, they look at some of these male boxing fans as male groupies. They don't really like that shit. They don't like that shit. Like, and I know I've been in these different cities and around these fighters with Keyshawn and stuff like that, and I know, you know, you got a man coming up to you and you know,
that shit feel like some whole shit. Yeah, don't nigga didn't really want you like how they overzealous and doing that shit in the motherfucking comment. Yeah. Like, and look, and watch this though. And be overzealous and got the nerve to call another nigga Floyd Holyfield. I'm like, nigga, you're the one defending a nigga. Like, what are you talking about, bro? But hey, man, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm a scale down anyway. I don't give a fuck who say what, and I told you like you just said about I need to shut up or somebody. Bro, I'm not worried about none of that. You just asked me. Let me shut the fuck up again. Let me shut up.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So listen. You did say y'all willing to go to Philly. That's cool. Anything you want to say before I let you go, B? Because I know you got money to make. So
no. It's all good. Just letting the fans know that we willing and ready. We ain't waiting on that nigga. Y'all want that fight? What y'all need to do is you need to get a petition together. I'll file a group. Go over to Philly. Go over to Jerron in his post. Spam that nigga shit. Tell that nigga, bruh, I need you. Y'all can do it respectfully. You can do it disrespectfully. I don't give a fuck how you do it. Express the interest in fighting my son and shutting his daddy the fuck up. That's what you now need to do. Go to him. Tell him, we done told you we want to fight. We done told you we will fight. We done told you we'll go to Philly. I don't know what else you want. Only thing you can do now is prove me wrong. The only thing you do now is what your boy say, put the fight on. That's the only thing you can do now.
Yeah.
We can't look, we are not in position to put the fight on. We're working to get in that position. So hopefully, like I said, if he had these magnificent performances, even his next performance, we can make some shake. And hopefully we can do that where we can make some offers, because I do not want to fight in Philly. We will fight in Philly. I don't want to. I don't think it should be in Philly. That's the dumbest shit ever. Y'all protecting a nigga in the northeastern region of a fucking country. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what type of shit? What type of shit is that? You don't protect the man. I don't know what superstar. That's not a superstar. A superstar would sell in California. A superstar would sell, and no, my son is not a superstar. That's why we ain't in California trying to sell. My superstar would sell wherever he go. A superstar would sell in Vegas. A superstar would sell wherever the fuck he go. If Tank fight in Vegas, it's gonna sell out, right? Yeah, Tank is a superstar. He's a superstar. Yeah. If Ryan fight in Texas, it's gonna sell out. He's a superstar. Jerron Ennis is not a fucking superstar. If you're trying to build a superstar, you need to do it the right way. And again, that's just my opinion. I ain't never built a superstar, but guess what? I'm doing a damn good job on my way to doing it with the little resources I have. And shit, he's bigger than he was last year. He gonna be bigger tomorrow than he is today because of the people listening to me right now, and this shit being reshared and this shit being talked about, and y'all going cussing out and whatever else. You feel what I'm saying? So good energy, bad energy, as long as y'all motherfuckers talking, it don't matter. I appreciate all the supporters, appreciate all the love, all the people who, you know what I'm saying, who understand what I'm doing, understand what's going on, and understand that nigga, we the real deal. Understand we willing to stand on what we say, and shit, y'all be easy. I'ma holler at you later, coach.
Man, I'm out of here, bro.